Hey, what's up, everybody? So I want to have a bit of a conversation about Andrew Luck being booed as he was exiting the stadium after his retirement had been announced. Um, okay, if you ask me, fans have a right to be upset if they pay their money for something that they don't receive. They have a right to be upset, and as it pertains to sports, I think what I've learned and what I've experienced is that it becomes a part of our lives. If you're a real fan and if you're somebody who's invested in the sport, you've been watching the sport for your entire life, the guys who are wearing the jersey today matter, but they only matter but so much because you're invested in the team and that team is going to last longer than their careers, and probably your fandom has been going on longer than they've been in uniform. So you know, when you're a fan and you're going through that, you can have empathy. From person to person, everybody's different, but you can have empathy for a human being. You want to see them do well, but optics are everything. Circumstances are everything. Information is important. That's where the media comes in, and I think if my gathering of the situation is correct, the fans didn't necessarily know why Andrew Luck was retiring when they were booing him in this case. So if they didn't have the answers that we have now, knowing why he retired and what his feelings were, and all they hear is that this dude is retiring a week or and a half before the season, and they are hopefuls that they're gonna make a run at this thing, yeah, fans are gonna be upset. They're gonna be very upset, and so I think that's something Andrew Luck has to absorb. I don't think that that's something he can have a real gripe with. Being hurt and feeling hurt, and he's been quoted as saying he felt hurt. That's a natural human reaction. But for those who are saying the fans should not boo, I'm not with you on that. I think the fans, it would be nice if they did not. I'll say that. It would really, really be a thoughtful thing if they could see past their own fandom here. But who's to say they're not? I mean, they're looking at Andrew Luck and they're saying you have a team, 50 something people on your team that are all going through the same thing you're going through. And you're the most important player on the team and you're quitting. Not just in the off season, not in the time for them to make arrangements so that they can continue on the trajectory that they're on. Not that I think they could have done anything, but if they would have had more time, they would have at least been able to prepare with Jacoby Brissett, and they could have went forward knowing that they weren't going to have you. Preseason games have already been played. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm on record saying that I support Andrew Luck, and I do. I think he made the right decision for himself, and I don't care about the timing as it pertains to myself. Because if he came to this conclusion this morning that he didn't want to continue getting hit like that, then you stop now. You don't get back on that field again. I don't care if you didn't think that way last week. You think this way this week, you're good with me. You made the right decision for yourself. You live with it. You're happy. That's it. So that's how I think. But when I'm assessing how fans should think, I'm not on the side that they should have that understanding. I don't, especially if they're not giving the information that I've been given. All they see is a man quitting. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at the Indianapolis fans for that. They had a right. They had a right. And now that they have the information that they have, I would like to think that decency would take over and that appreciation would take over and that they would realize, yo, this dude is doing something for himself. And understanding the importance of health and mental health should be something that we all have empathy for at this point. So, yeah, I'm with him, but I get the fans, especially in that particular moment with the limited information they had. They could boo. He has to absorb that. That's really what it comes down to. He's going to have to absorb that. That just comes with the territory when you make a decision like this. So, yeah, man, it just is what it is. Nobody likes to be booed. Nobody likes their feelings hurt. But I think Andrew Luck was after something that was more important, and that was peace of mind. So, people booing in the moment, it wasn't going to hurt as much as him going through that process further. Him going through what he described. And so that's really what it comes down to. I'm sure he will get over people booing him on the last day. It sucks, and you feel like there's a lack of appreciation there, and I'll tell you this: if I'm thinking about coming back to football, I'm probably not coming back to the Colts. If I'm Andrew Luck, and so that there that might be something to consider when you're having that conversation about whether or not they should boo him. Probably shouldn't have if you want him to ever come back. But I mean, he's a young guy. He hasn't even made 30 yet, and he's definitely made a decision that he can reverse 2 years from now, a year from now. I wouldn't be surprised to see Andrew Luck again, but we have seen guys retire early, so who knows? But yeah, get off the fans' back, Indy. When I see fans doing things that I don't appreciate, or if I hear about things, I'm against it. This isn't one of those occasions. It's not. It's just not. They had a right, and that's that. Anyway, that's my opinion. Thank you guys for watching. Media.